Hello, my friends. Denise here from Caesar, and wow, that's a little jackfly, but I already took care of it. I am in my new home. I'm in my new home, and it is amazing. And I'm working on getting this whole hooked up. It's huge. It's huge. I can't believe how big it is. It's like the gods came down and said, "I'm sorry you got a divorce, but we're gonna take care of you." And they really have. I mean, if if having family is having angels, I'm home now. I've been away from my family for 25 years. Now my sister is my neighbor. She lives up and around the corner. My nephews that came over today to hook up my laptop for me, I had to get a new one. My other one was a little old. I'm I have family that lives like within 10 miles. All of my family, like everybody I ever knew, is right around the corner. So I went from Jacksonville, Florida and I beg you all to look up Jacksonville, Florida. I live 4 miles from downtown to look this up. Andover, New York. Mhm. Sirens went off last night and I was freaking out because in Jacksonville, when the sirens go off, something's going down. Something, you need to stop, drop, and roll. You gotta get out of the way. And so nobody's doing anything. I'm not getting any alerts on my phone, and I'm like, what is happening? And it's midnight, right? So I can't wake up my sister. But I went down the hall, and in the first apartment, there's a woman that she and I have connected. She's 74, and I am going to be 65. And in order to live in these apartments, you have to be at least 60. And I am the baby here. Lord help me. But so the studio is coming together, and I just wanted all of my wonderful followers to know what's going on, and it's wonderful. It's a blessing. And so let me talk about what the first video is going to be. During the moving process, aside from losing, like I had a ton of shelving. I'm sure you've seen the shelving in some of my hair just still bugs my ears. I have it back, but it still bugs my ears. But the shelving, I had lots of metal shelving, nice ones. And so half the shelvings were missing. Like in one set, the tops were missing, and another set, the bottoms were missing. And so I combined them all and I put them, uh, I made a big ass shelf in the bedroom for all of my books and my albums, DVDs and videos and stuff like that, or VHS, which who does that anymore? But I'm going to be getting one. I'm also going to be getting a Victrola, which is a real old version of a record player. And my nephew's boyfriend is going to be sharing that with me. But so the first video, and I don't mean to go into myself, but I'm just so happy to be here. I just want to share. Okay, so a lot of stuff happened in the moving process. I lost a ton of stuff, like my big stool that was brand new. Only the bottom half was there, the wheels. And the part that you slip on the wheels to put your feet on, that round bit. But the chair itself was gone. And then we had a heat wave, which is really, really, really rare around here. And my homemade inks exploded. And, you know, I love my homemade inks. So if you are a new artist to alcohol inks and you're spending money on Jacquard and whoever, um, trust me, you can do this process without spending all of that money. Trust me, it is so possible. And I'll show you how to do that in my next video. So I'll show you what happened during the moving process. Now, for my alcohol inks, I used kitty litter boxes because they are strong and sturdy. But what ended up happening was a heat wave. And so I lost my I lost my favorite color, which was blue. And there's purple, all sorts of colors. Well, they leaked and did all sorts of stuff. I still have a lot. Don't get me wrong. I have a lot. But it's time to make new. And for each one of these, I believe I had a lot of nubs. So um, my plan now is oops, this chair. I got it for free. It was on the side of the road and it was so cool. It's the tiniest little computer chair you could imagine. And I was just blessed to find it and it said free. I went, okay. Put it on my little cart and I dragged it away. So I bought 32-ounce spray bottles and I have 12 of them. And I bought Sharpies. And there's 12 Sharpies in a pack. Now, I don't use the black because I don't need to. I mean, you can get high volume black in the Jacquard and it's cheap. You know, you can get yourself 4 ounces for nothing. But these colors are phenomenal, especially the brown. The brown is off the charts. The blues off the charts. And so I have 36 of these. And I mean, I'm not gonna do all of the nubs with you, but I'll show you how to get that process started. And I have coming 2 gallons of isopropyl alcohol. Now, let's talk about that when you're making inks. Um, these particular inks are, I would say, I'd have to go back and look, but 3 or 4 years old. Um, maybe not even that, maybe, I don't know. But the longer they're in, the longer the nubs are in there and they're solid, you're good. When they start breaking apart, you gotta take them out. But the ink gets stronger. And this is a really good strong tissue, so I want to show you. This is a Sharpie orange. Look at that. It's beautiful. And encaustic wax season is coming, and so I need these colors, right? And I want to get a head start on the larger bottles that will last a long time. What you'll want to do is keep an eye on them. Right now, these are hard as rocks. These these things that we pulled out. And the nibs, they're all still hard as rock. So you shake them, and if they ever feel like they're getting sloshy, just get you a sifter that you don't use for anything in the world. Pour them out, take all that shit out. But, you won't have to do that for about 4 years. So, just put it on a can. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make alcohol ink on my first video once the studio is all set up. And then we're going to get into some crazy art because I've been learning so much when I didn't have access to multimedia. Well, and I'm going to share all that with you. I've been teaching myself some really crazy tricks, and um, who cares? Art is art, and it's fun, and we all need to have some in our life. So this is Denise from Seuss Art saying I love you so much. It's so good to be back, and I can't wait to walk you around my new home as soon as it's all done. Which, the shelves come in. Let me see, I have a list. Um, the shelves come in. Oh, the alcohol, 3 gallons. I got 3 gallons of that because it was a really good deal. That comes in Sunday, uh, July 22nd. Between the 22nd and the 23rd is when the shelving units come in. And that means all this stuff over in this direction, which goes all the way down into the dining room area, is going to go on the shelves. And then my studio and my everything gets so excited. I'm so happy. I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging in there. I know I've been a little just not on, but I had no access. That didn't mean I stopped creating, but I still haven't had time to decompress, from my divorce, but I'm okay because who needs to decompress? You can maybe just say, it's done. It's done, it's over. And I have my life, and whatever he wants to do with his is his life. But I'm just so happy right now. Who cares? Who cares? I'm also retired, so what do I have but every day to create? And the most beautiful scenery around me. Mountains and hills and hills. And oh my God. It's off the chart. All right, my friends. Denise here from Seuss Art saying ciao bella. Ciao bellos. I love you all. Thank you for sticking with me. And if you know anybody who's wasting their money on expensive alcohol inks because they really want to try them, have them watch my video because it's so easy and you can use them within 3 days. But if you wait a week, they're better. You wait another week, they're even more better. More better. They're even better. The longer, the better. All right. Ciao, Bella. See you soon.